Yo guys, it's your boy Emily from Sweden, and today I have a very special video where I'll be doing an inventory showcase. Now, I haven't made one of these in a while. The last one was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I kinda made one 3 months ago, but that focus was more on the blue gem stuff that I had. But today I am doing a full-on inventory showcase. Now, my inventory right now is as big as it's been for quite a while, and also I'm planning on selling a lot of my skins to buy new skins, but I thought before I do that, I should make a video showcasing the inventory that I have. I guess we just start. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Now, first of all, this is the only vanilla skin that I have with stickers, and it's pretty stupid. These 4 stickers have a combined value of 1,250 euro on the Steam market, and they're on a vanilla PP Bison. I also have a lot of storage units. Some of these are filled with just trash from case openings. Some are filled with investments that I've made, which I may be planning on making a video. I guess we'll see about that. And many of these also just contain stuff from the Operation Battle Pass, which I haven't removed yet. So, yeah, it's mostly trash. Next up is the stupidest skin I have. It's a .420 float Jesus pattern dual Berettas colony. Now, if you're wondering why it's named 420, it's because the float's 420. But if you're wondering why it's named Jesus, look on the handle. It's Jesus. Next up is just a lot of low-tier Kato skins that I have. All of these are pretty shit low-tier Katos, so these are not worth much at all, like 5 euro each or something. I have some Katos here that are quite cool in my opinion. We have this one with a Titan and a iBuyPower Holo. Also have some random 4X Katos here. Still not worth a lot. Also, I have some unapplied Kato 2014 stickers and 1 holo. These were from the capsule opening I did like a year ago now. I just haven't gotten rid of them yet. This is one of the few Katos I have which I actually like. It's a recent holo in like the biggest position, and it just looks really nice. Here's a Kato which is pretty cool. It's a newer one, the Glock Moonrise. But as you can see, the moon is over here, but it has been replaced by the Dignitas logo. That's pretty cool. I also have a Glock Fade. This is my go-to terrorist pistol because it looks pretty cool. My 5.7 is this one. It's the best pattern possible. It's basically full blue, and it also has 3 Titan 2015 holo stickers, which look pretty cool. Next up, I have 2 Desert Eagle Blazes. Both of them have really good float, 0.00, and this one has an LGB holo. Doesn't add much value, but it looks cool. One of my favorite M4s is this one. It's an M4 Evil Daimyo stat track, and it has 4 Hellraisers non-holo. Up until recently, this was the only one in the world, but now there exists 2. The highest offer I've gotten on this one was around 500 euro, and since the skin is like 16 euro, these stickers add a lot of value. Next up, I still have this one, the AK I've had since I don't even know how long, probably like 5-6 years now. I also have this one, which has a lot of blue, sadly not a lot on the top. I also have this AK, which fits the M4 pretty well. This one only has 3 though, and I'm not gonna craft the 4th one because I just lose money, and there already exists many of these with 4 stickers. Now, getting into the reds, I have some pretty cool skins. For my ops, I have currently 3 op Dragon Lores, and as you can see, they're all 3 field tested, and none of them are minimal wear because I've already traded away the minimal wear Dragon Lore from my trading challenge. I have a minimal wear Gungnir with a really good float as well. I have a Lightning Strike Factory New and a minimal wear Medusa with a keyed holo on the scope. It doesn't add a lot of value, but it just makes it special. And I have 3 op Princess, 2 field testeds and 1 minimal wear. And this is the first time ever I've had all of the god tier ops, or whatever you want to call them, the really expensive rare ops, the D-Lore, Gungnir, Medusa, and Prince, so the 2 old ones and the 2 new ones, for a full collection. So I'm really glad that I have all 4 of those in my collection. Next up, for my AK, I have some very interesting skins as well. I have a field-tested Fire Serpent and a minimal wear Fire Serpent, and a field-tested Wild Lotus, and a minimal minimal wear Wild Lotus. But wait 1 second, what the fuck is that? Well, my friends, that is a Vox Holo 2014 Kato on wood, which is the best placement you can have. So this is a really good play skin. This skin without the sticker is like 370 euro, and this sticker adds a lot of value. So with the sticker, this would be worth like 700 to 800 euro. Now, going into the Ursus knives, I have some cool knives. I've got 1 Ursus Tiger Tooth and 4 Ursus Marble Fades. Sadly, there's nothing special with any of these. I've got 2 Ursus Fades. Both of these are special because they're both 99% fade. Basically, full fade. And I also have a Sapphire and a Ruby. The Sapphire, although being expensive, doesn't have a special float, but the Ruby has 0.002, making this the 3rd best Ursus Ruby in the world. Next up, going into Talons, I have quite a few. 2 Talon Slaughters, 2 Talon Damascus, 1 really beat up Crimson Web. It barely looks like a Crimson Web anymore, which is why I like it. A Doppler Phase 1, Phase 4, and Phase 2. 3 Marble Fades, 1 Vanilla, and finally, the most special one, a Case Harden. Now, as you can see on this little picture, it's more than just a regular Case Harden. If you've seen my showcase before, you might remember this one. And you may be thinking, Anomaly, you sold this one, how do you have it again? Well, this is not the same one I had, this one is battle scarred, but it's the exact same pattern. Next up is another very special knife, a survival knife fade. Now the fade isn't special, it's only 90%. What's special is the float. Are you ready? Oh my god. 0.0007. This is the 2nd best float survival fade and the 3rd best survival knife in general. This is a really special knife. Next up, going into stilettos, I have a Vanilla, Tiger Tooth, a Fade, a Phase 3, and a Phase 4, and a Sapphire. I'm not sure if the color of the handle fits very well, but I still like it. Next up, going into gloves, I will admit I don't have that many special gloves. I have some cool gloves, but I don't have any really insane gloves anymore. Since the cool gloves I have are bad quality, like well worn. These ones are well worn as well. The coolest gloves I have, I think, are these ones, Amphibious Minimal Wear. Next up, I have Shadow Daggers Black Pearl. I've actually had these for a long while because I can't sell them. No one wants to buy these, but I think they're pretty cool and not too expensive. I'm selling these for 180 euro. Next up, 2 vanilla knives, Navaja and Paracord, and once again a very special knife, Paracord Fade 0.002 with a fade of 99.4%. Now, there are Paracord knives with better fade, and there are Paracord knives with better float, but there is no Paracord knife with a better float and fade. So if you count both fade and float, this is the best Paracord fade in the world. And goddamn is it beautiful. Next up, going into M9 bayonets, there is quite a lot. A Tiger Tooth, 3 Slaughters, 5 Marble Fades, 1 of them being a red tip, a factory new M9 Lore with a pretty decent float. This one is really an endgame knife. I like it a lot. A Phase 2 Gamma Minimal Wear. I accidentally bought this one. I didn't know it was minimal wear, so I kinda shafted myself on that one. 2 freehands, 1 fade, 8 Dopplers. 3 of them are Phase 2, and I think 2 of these are Phase 4. Damascus, 3 vanillas, Autotronic Minimal Wear, and Autotronic Factory New. A Blue Steel, and finally, Minimal Wear Crimson. This used to be a really high tier knife. Sadly now it's not as high tier, but I still have the nostalgia. Next, we're heading into Karambits. The special ones here would be the Factory New Lore, the Slaughter, which has a diamond on the play side, the Karambit Fade, which has a pretty decent fade, the Ruby, which has a really insane corner, as you can see here, and finally the Karambit Crimson Web factory new. This is a really insane knife. Sadly, it's dropped a lot in value. This one used to be like 4K, now it's like 2K or so, and sadly this one has been duped. I think there's 6 exact ones like this, but still, it's a nice knife. Next up, we have Huntsman knives. The special ones here are the sapphires, one of them being 0.00 float, some gloves which fit the sapphires, and then for gut, flip, falchion, and classic knives, I don't have a lot of them, because most of these are low value, not the classic, but the other 3 ones. But I still have a flip sapphire, which is very nice, and this one, which I got for market value, but it's pretty blue. It doesn't really add any value, but I mean, I like it. Now, heading into butterfly knives, I have some very special ones. I have a butterfly ruby factory new with a 0.008 float, so that's a very good float. A butterfly sapphire with 0.008 float, which is also a really crazy knife. And then I have one better butterfly sapphire with 0.007. So all 3 of these knives are extremely rare and valuable, and good float as well, so they look amazing in game. For Bowie knives, I have 2 sapphires and 1 black pearl. I usually wouldn't buy black pearls, but this one was for a good price, and I felt I haven't really ever had black pearls, so I might as well start getting some of them, because I'm not a pussy boy. And finally, for bayonets, I have these. Sadly, these are all pretty standard, none of them are very special. And then for the last thing, we have the stat track and name tagged items. The special items here would be the stat track classic crimson. It's field tested, but it has a really bad float, so it looks good here on the edge. And of course, I have this one, speaking about Karambit slaughter diamond patterns. This is the best diamond pattern you can get. It's pattern ID 349, and this has been my favorite Kara slaughter pattern for probably 5 years now. And I saw one of these on a marketplace, and I decided that I was gonna buy it. So obviously I won't make any profit on this item, but I don't care. I really wanted this one because it's my favorite pattern. My USP is also here. It's the one that has 4 Titan 2015s. They don't add too much value, but it's a special USP. And then finally, 3 cool items with the crown sticker on them. The crown doesn't add too much value, but it makes the skin kinda unique, or at least a better play skin. I like it very much here on the howl, because it kinda sticks out. But that is basically my inventory showcase of 2020. But my inventory definitely hasn't been as crazy as it is right now for a long time. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little inventory showcase. I felt like making this video because I've really gotten more interested in trading recently and items, and I just love collecting CS skins, I'm not gonna lie. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you thought this video was fun and if you want more skin videos. And now I'm going to go beg to my landlord to let me live here another month because I spent my rent money on skins. Very nice.